Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday and welcome to Let's Chat Aqua, even though one of the topics isn't really about Aqua. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing good and I hope you guys can hear me. Give me a sound check if you guys can. And let's take a look at what's going on in the chat right now. Here we go. Let's pull the full chat. What are we talking about here, guys? Oh, did I time out? I think I timed out. Lame. Hold on. I'll fix this. Let me get out of here. Sorry, guys. I have to re-authenticate myself on my little chat thing here so I can see what you guys are talking about. Where am I? There we are. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, there we go. Time's out after a while. There we go. Welcome, CMPI 82, 54, Punchy, Otter Creek, Aquatics, the Fish Barn. How are you guys doing? Welcome to chat. Thank you for waiting around. Who else we got? The 186 Element, and people are start trickling in. BYZ 513. How are you doing? Welcome to the live chat, and you guys are all just talking up a storm. Nice. Aqua Balls, how are you doing? Long time no speaketh. Top Dog Jesse, how are you doing, buddy? And by the way, guys, I might have to run down really quick because my food might get here any moment now. I thought it'd come here before the live stream comes on, but I guess not. Pastor Road, how are you doing? The Chubby Guppy, I love that name. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to chat, Mark Smith. Wow, lots of the newer people on here. Robert Jordan, welcome. 4G Budget Fish Keeping, how are you? Batter Faden, D, how are you doing? Down in the wormhole. Nice, lots of cool faces in here today. Glad to see that. Glad to see that sounding good. All right, great. First of all, well, someone just said that, but some announcements really quick. So if you are a Escape member, I think it's September 15th, we are having a skate meet over down in San Diego in the Pet Zone. So check that out. Check out skateclub.org to find out more information. On September 1st, the Coast Skate Club actually is going to have a speaker that we all know or love, or should know and love. Corey from Aquarium Co-op will be there, and I'm going to go down there and just say hi finally. Every time I see him, it's like at Aquashell or whatever, and I can never get a chance. We passed by and I'd say hi, hey, how you doing? Hey, enjoy your channel. Hey, never got a chance to talk to him because he's a huge line that people are in just to talk to him. I mean, I know Joey's lines get long, so sometimes, like when I was in Arizona and he said, hey, let's go to the aquarium, I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, let me do this meet and greet first. It'll only take half an hour. And I looked at him, I laughed. I'm like, yeah, right, it's going to take half an hour. But that line just went, oh yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. It's nice though to get that big and having everyone love you. So Top Talk Jesse, San Diego meet, I may or may not. I might, just because I want to see what Pet Zone's all about. They say there's a lot of aquascaping stuff in that store, and I think that's one of the good reasons to go. And second, San Diego, so maybe I'll spend a weekend down there and maybe hang out with a friend or something, or maybe go down early with some guys and hang out Saturday there. I don't know, who knows? I got lots of friends down in San Diego. Santiago. Justin Boyd, how you doing? Nice haircut. Well, thank you. I actually had my haircut a couple of weeks ago. Mark Smith, hot in New Mexico. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot here too, so, We'll never come over for a barbecue with aqua balls. Maybe one day, never know. There's just so much going on. Pickle! Thomas Ritzert says, Pickle back at you, buddy. Robert Jordan, do you ever go past the east of Mississippi? Yeah, once in a while. The job I worked before, I was always in New York. I was always in Atlanta. Now I'm not in that job anymore, so I don't travel there anymore just to, for work. But I do go there just to meet up with people, and like Aquashella is going to be in Chicago. I don't really have a reason to go to Atlanta much anymore unless I'm visiting friends, which it's kind of hard to get away cost and finding time to go there. So aqua balls. So you're gonna go to the San Diego meet? Is that what you're saying? That'd be cool. It'd be awesome to meet you too. So, anyways, a couple of topics. First one is about bullying. Now, I know it's not aqua, but it's not about aquas, but just want to talk a little about it. Now, my best friend's daughter, which is kind of pretty much a daughter to me, because I knew her since she was born, and she drives me nuts like she's my daughter sometimes. But she's experienced bullying because she was in the, like old school rock music. Like a lot of us in the chat right now probably remember old school rock music, 80s, glam band, hair band kind of thing, devil's music back then, whatever. So she's into that because I guess, when she grew up, her dad's all into it and stuff, and it just rubbed off on her. So she would go around the hall and sing that stuff, but it doesn't relate to the kids nowadays. So it's kind of weird. So she gets bullied by doing that. And she's just stopped singing that stuff. So she's getting bullied a lot and stuff like that. And then she found her escape, I guess. She picked up the guitar and just started learning guitar. So she's learning guitar right now. And she picked up a vocal coach again, just to start singing again, get into singing and stuff like that. So that helped her with the bullying. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, when I was I don't know, 4th, 5th grade, I was bullied a lot. That was back then when I was living in Spark, Nevada, which is a few miles off of Reno. And back then it was just I don't know how to explain it, but it was a white town kind of thing. And being Asian in that kind of thing, you get bullied a lot. So I was bullied a lot back then when I was that age, and I remember how it was. I did understand why kids were the way they were just because I was different. And but then we moved to LA here, and things did change. 2 things changed. First, it was more diverse here. Second, growth spurt. Right? No one wants to mess with a really tall, big Asian guy. Well, I don't know. I wasn't big then, but tall Asian guy. I guess all that kung fu stereotype kind of got into a lot of people's minds. No, don't mess with the Asian guy. But the reason why this is popping up is that I know in the aquarium hobby, I don't get much people talking about getting bullied because they're in it. The kids are in it or anything. Not that I heard of anyways. I know in my last channel where we do tabletop gaming, lots of kids got teased for doing tabletop gaming. And I talked to a lot of kids who got teased and just kind of help them through it and stuff. So it's just sad that other kids have to find that they have to bully other people just to feel better in the place because they're different. I have no clue why they bully. Never did. It's really, honestly, excuse my language, a fucked up situation. Just because someone's different doesn't mean that they deserve to be teased by you just because you're insecure about yourself. And that's pretty much the thing. The reason why I mention this is because I helped produce my friend's daughter's YouTube channel. My almost daughter. Let's call her my almost daughter. So she wanted to do, start playing music and stuff on her YouTube channel when she gets more confident and stuff like that. So you see some stuff about, her performing and stuff at these programs that teaches people, kids, how to do rock, how to sing rock, how to play rock and stuff like that. And she decided that she wanted to do a bowling video and talk about her story. So I helped produce that video, which I'm going to link right here. And I want you guys to do me a favor. And this is probably one of the only, very few things I ask for a favor from anyone on my channel, or especially you viewers, is to go check that video out. I'll post it right here. And subscribe to her if you're into the old school rock stuff and you want to watch her journey, because she's just starting. So she's not all that great, but she's you practice and you get better and stuff like that. So go check out her channel and help her make her smile and subscribe. We're trying to build that YouTube channel kind of her follower and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things. Check out some of the stuff she played with Vince Neil, Jason Ebbs, I think his name was, and a couple other pretty famous rock stars. It's some fantasy camp program thing that her dad put her in. And she got to play with some pretty major rock stars, or at least major rock stars way back in when I was younger anyways. But yeah, if you guys find or deal with or with your kids or anything with bullying, no, I find that they have a hard time talking about, even if you're their parents. It's embarrassing, right? They don't want to admit that they're getting bullied because it's shameful. Honestly, they don't have to feel that way. Of course, we're saying no, you don't have to feel that way. You need to tell us if this happens. But to them, it's hard, right? You just don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to let you down. They think that being bullied is weak or whatever. So if you see any signs of that stuff, you really have to sit down and talk to them because see, she has nightmares about going back to school, right? She has nightmares. She wakes up screaming and kicking the walls when school gets closer. Like school just started, but luckily, before school started, finally the school district decided that hey, okay, we'll give it after 2 years of them fight. Her parents fighting the school district saying, hey, we need to switch schools because she's getting bullied, she's getting sexually harassed, she's getting death threats and stuff like that. I mean, it got pretty bad. That they finally switched to a school that one is nearby. I don't know the way how they district out the schools in this area here. It's really stupid. But then I live in LA, so well, there's a lot of stupid stuff here, especially with the education system. So finally, she got changed over, and all the nightmares stopped. People were much nicer there. She gets the help that she needs, and it's still a public school, but it's in I guess a better area, kind of thing. It's a different dynamic, and she's been pretty happy since then. And she's been kicking up a lot of more stuff to do. She's more confident about the stuff she does. So it's just sad. I just hate to see that. So if you ever have or run into that problem, you gotta talk to these kids and let them know it's okay. And sometimes you stand up to these fuckheads. That's what I call it. I think it's just absolutely a waste of time when you bully another kid. It's just bullshit. Anyways, again, that's again that yeah. Do me a favor, go hit her channel. Subscribe if you like the whole rock and roll stuff. If not, check out her video at least and take a quick view of it. Take a look at it, and just hear her story out. And plus, I produced it, so what else do you need? Right? No, I'm just kidding, guys. So, Campy 82, are you planning to go to Chicago Aqua Show? Yes, the tickets are booked. My fish tube passes are all set, so yeah, I'm going there. I'm probably going to bunk in with SC Fish Keeping for Saturday and Sunday night, but on Friday night I'll be staying over at my sponsor's house. Not the sponsor for this channel, but the sponsor for my gaming channel. Like, we're really good friends, and he lives in Chicago, and I used to go there a lot for the gaming convention that's there. So it's kind of like it's kind of second nature to walk around Chicago for me. So yeah, definitely going. So if you're going, let me know and hang out and check out the fish booth. I should be there or around there somewhere, or just let me know and we'll just hook up somehow. So 80s is not old for the kids nowadays. It's old. 54 Punch. Come on. I mean, of course we're rocking out back then, but nowadays it's all these weird other stuff. Some stuff I like, but some stuff it's just like, and if you watch that video, it explains everything. What the school district said about she can't relate because she listened to the old rock and roll music, and then one of the counselors told her parents that they're surprised at how polite and well spoken she is with the kind of music she listens to. And that kind of puzzled me when he told me. I'm like, what music? Are you talking about 80s rock music compared to the stuff that I listen to nowadays? It just doesn't make any sense. But it's just funny. It's just the way that I just don't understand how some people still think that. It's 80. It's over. It's been like, how long has it been? Was it almost 1919, 2019? So it's what, 40 years almost? Oh shit, we are old. Yeah, it's almost 40 years now, and they're still thinking that. It's just weird. Daryl Damer, welcome to the chat. How are you? Good to see you. Alright, take care, Aqua Balls. Have fun at Knott's Berry Farm. Any first-time viewers here? Pastor Edward's asking. I'm not sure why he's asking that. Maybe he has a prize for you. I don't know. Hey, Sean Williams, how are you doing? Are you selling lights on Scape? Am I selling lights on Scape? I don't know what you mean if I'm selling lights on Scape. I'm not selling any lights, no. Not that I know of. What's SOTD? SOTD. It's just funny that kids like, it's like, dude, he likes his music, you like your music. Why do you have to teach someone else for liking the music, for what liking what they like? So it's weird. Hey, Fancy Tail Aquatics, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully you're going to be at Coachella. Could be good to see you again. Roberto Garcia, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. Oh no, D, you were very introverted. I'm still introverted. What are you talking about? The only time I come out of being introverted is when I need to do stuff like for my channel. Like I had a reputation on my gaming channel that you know, I like to party and drink a lot. So I never bought a drink. Whenever we would go to these conventions, I never bought a drink. Someone's always buying me a drink, and I was always drunk at these things because people keep buying me drinks. And what are you gonna do, right? Roberto Garcia, you're bullied by the Asians in Monterey. Really? That's interesting. It's just stupid. It's so dumb. The school that she's going to now is mainly Asians too. Asians and Jewish. She's Jewish. So it's mainly Asian and Jewish, but she says the Asians are really nice to her there. You know, she tripped, and instead of people laughing, which is what people would do in her other school, you know, kids would come over to help her up. They were like, you know, concerned about her and stuff. It's just stuff like that. It's just so weird that there's such a big difference between, I guess, the area where the school's in, because her older school was in a more, I guess, more diverse area for around here, and the school now she's going to is a more upper class area, which kind of like her house is like a few blocks from this new school, and that's one thing I don't understand is why the school district make her go to a school that's further away. So it's just so weird. But oh, you got bullied for being Asian too, yeah. Yeah, I was stopped when I grew like taller as an Asian, and people just doesn't really mess with me. Then I moved over here to LA, so that might have changed too. You know. This is a subject we actually need to talk to young adults about. I think it's the worst when we were in the 80s. I think kids are worse than we were. I know what. Sometimes I think that, but I don't know because I'm not. We're not going to school anymore. We don't see it much anymore. I know back then, even though I did move here, as tall Asian and stuff, and people don't really mess with me. I wasn't, you know, jock or whatever or anything. And anyways, middle school, and I hear that middle school is where the kids get bullied a lot. That's where all the trouble starts happening mostly. High school, not so much anymore. I guess, you know, kids just grow older nowadays and realize, hey, it's a shitty thing to do. But I know back in middle school, I had a group of friends that I hung around with that we all played Dungeons and Dragons. We were all geeks, and I was fine with that. Then I went to high school, and I did start playing sports for a little bit, but I couldn't stand it. I played football for a little bit, and I'm like, I don't like football that much. And plus, if I play football, I can play in the band. I was a band geek too. So I quit football to play in the band and to join drama, play production, because that wasn't my thing. Drama, play production, music. I was a creative guy back then. And the only sports I did play was volleyball, because I was really into volleyball. So we played a lot of volleyball. I'm Asian, so I guess it's an Asian thing. I don't know. But we were really into volleyball back then too. We played after school and during school and on the team and stuff. So yeah, bullies no fun. One thing most people forget is that there are different types of bullies. Most people think physical bullies. Yeah, you know, there's also bullies here too. Well, physical bullies are not really bullies. That's assault. It's illegal, right? Physical bullies, that's assault. All right, let's just not mix that up. There's bullying and then there's assault. So if you get assaulted, that's not bullying. That's assault, so you got to call the cops. Thanks, Robert Jordan. You will really appreciate that. Oh, System of the Down. Love System of the Down. They're so cool. Love them. Yeah, I play music all your life, mainly as keyboard player. Oh, cool. I play piano. Love it. That's my main instrument. I play everything else too because I play piano. The only thing I can't play is guitar and flute because I never picked up the guitar. I don't know why. Like I would pick up anything else. And the flute, I can't I can't do the lip thing. I can't blow into it. Jokes aside, guys. Yeah. You know, it's just funny. It's like back in my age when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, we were getting teased about that, and now it's the coolest thing you could ever do. It's just so funny how things change. Hey, Bearded Bob's Fish Room, how are you doing? That is a mouthful to say your name. Blah, blah, blah. Bearded Bob. Bearded Bob. Bob. Dodger's going to talk about the neighbor's kid that bullied my daughter. Didn't do it again after I told him. Nice. You talk to him. You have a lot more patience than I would. I would beat him down. But then that would be illegal. But I don't put up with bullies much. And we still have to deal with, even in adults. We just do it in a more passive aggressive way. You know, it's a shame. But you know, I look at it, I'm like, dude, just because you're uncomfortable with your position in life, which sounds pretty shitty because you have to try to take me down with you, it doesn't mean I have to put up with shit. So I'm gonna leave. See, for me, I don't care. Don't give them any more, you know, bullshit. I mean, if they, you know, haters gonna hate you, and we call them haters now, I guess, when we're this older, this old. Haters gonna hate. I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't bug me. If it did, then you're gonna win. So it's just stupid. Yeah, it's only 2 or 3 hours, I guess. No, seriously, go. Aquashella is freaking fun. Not only is it just a fish show, but if you go and meet right now, Aquashella, all these. Uh-oh, my food's here. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Don't ask me what I'm eating because I totally forgot what I ordered. I know it's sauteed vegetables and then I don't remember what it was. I'm such a dork sometimes. All right, so yeah, where were we? Yeah, go, because you're going to be a lot of YouTubers there too. A lot of YouTubers are going to Aquashella. You know, Rob from Flip Aquatics, Joey. I think Corey's going. He usually does. Coral Fish 12G, if you watch his channel, and a lot of people in this room is actually going too. See, public schools are nothing more than factories for the voter pool. You know, I mean, if we want to get into the whole political thing, I kind of agree with you there. Have you guys ever seen a video called, I forgot what the video was called. It's by this YouTuber called Prince EA. He does a lot of videos you might have seen because they go viral. It was suing the school system or school district or something. He talks about how if you try to teach a fish how to climb a tree, he'll always think he's stupid for the rest of his life, kind of thing. And he's talking about how everything's like all nice, neat, you know, roll. You're just training factory robots and stuff like that. And he's just, the whole video is about progression, about how to teach, you know, about the school system, to finally just get away from the traditional teaching and really start paying attention about how to teach and make kids our future. You know, you're teaching people how to do factory working when our future is completely changing. You know, stuff like most of the jobs nowadays is going to be automated. You got to teach them how to be inventive and innovative and how to think beyond the box. And that's true. I'm so behind that kind of thinking because as a programmer and as, you know, an IT guy, I see what's coming. You know, and if you're not going to follow along, which I know a lot of people just don't catch up, you could tell when the mom and pop shops are going out of business, they're not catching up with the times. They're not connecting socially on the social media, on the internet or whatever. You're gonna die. You know, if you're not following the latest progression about how things work nowadays, it's sad. Fancy Tail Aquatics, I have the tickets. Right, that's right, because I think you work for airlines, right? But man, the hotel costs, I hate Orlando. I'm on the fence. Why don't you find someone to room with? I know I'm rooming with SC Fish Keeping just to keep the cost down. Got for 2 nights. I'm staying over at a friend's house on Friday night, so I want to get there a day early because one, I want to hang out with my friend, and also two, I think we're going to do something. I don't know. I'll have to ask Joseph or Amber. They were planning things to go fish store hopping and stuff. So, did you see that? The Beastie Boys picture? Yeah, it made you look old, huh? It made me feel old, that's for sure. You're old. To me, the 80s was 10 years ago, so yeah. I agree. I'm still thinking 80s, back in 80s. I'm like, really? Has it been that long? Hey, Robert Joy, this is my first live stream ever. I like to chat. Oh, cool. You like this cat or chat? My cat's right here. I'm not going to pick her up because she's going to scratch the heck out of me. Hey, James Doe, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Drinking like a fish. You work for a Japanese company. Yeah, they're very innovative. You know, they're really ahead of the time. Japanese. Sean, you went to elementary in Arcadia. Yeah, it is probably an Asian area. None of the kids were Asian, and I got picked on for being white. Yeah, you know what? That's the other thing. Here too, I mean, you get that a lot, and I don't know if it's payback or what have you, or you're just outnumbered. Because like when you go to school and you're just outnumbered, it happens and it sucks. It's so stupid. It just doesn't make things better. That everything going on right now, it just doesn't make things better. You know, because my friend's daughter, the previous school she went to was majority Hispanic, so I think that was one of the big reasons. She was white. She's Jewish, but white, whatever. So she got a blend of it. The newer generation is the soft-skinned group. Really depends. I don't know. I think they are, but that's just in my opinion, only because, you know, I grew up different. So, Bro Garcia, my daughter Gabby, who lives with her mom, didn't take the cyberbullying well to all parents. I miss my daughter now and forever get my seriousness. So parents always be actively checking yours. Ooh, I don't know, man. If you want to share, yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna push on that. Sorry to hear that, man. I don't know what that means, but that sounds bad, dude. Otter Creek, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. I agree, there is no room for bullying in this world. It's just stupid. You dealt with bullying by fighting. Yeah, I mean, that happened a lot too back when I was younger. But nowadays, it doesn't work that way, though. You know? The kids are more or less about fighting and trying to really actually solve problems. Not like we were when we were younger. I mean, fists would fly. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and actually, I don't want to talk much about it because I don't know much about other than what I'm hearing from news. Now, if you want to know more, it's about, you know, Amazon burning, and that freaks me out. It really does. I'm not a really huge, like, an activist guy, right? I believe that activism is cool, but I believe in rather than shouting to actually go and solve the problem. I'm one of those guys. I'm just like, I won't stand in line and go, and you know what? Just doesn't work for me. It's just like, shut up, let's get to the problem and let's fix it. The problem with that is that both sides don't want to fix it. They just want to shout. They're not listening. They didn't want to shout. What was that? What was that song? What is it from the song? Hello, darkness, my old friend. See you again. You know, I don't. What's the name of that song, guys? Help me out here. It is. Is it Hello, darkness, my old friend? Is that the actual name of it? I don't think it's the actual name of it, was it? Simon Garfield, Sound of Silence. That's what it was. Thank you if you guys already typed that out. But see, the thing about, you know, activism or being on extreme on both sides is everyone's just screaming. They're not solving problems. And that always reminds me of that song, the Sound of Silence, where they say that in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never share and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. And that always makes me kind of choke up because it is so relevant nowadays. And I don't know if you guys agree with it, but everyone's just shouting about who's right, who's wrong. You know, everything. They're just. And I don't get political, and I don't want to get political, so I don't want to go much into it other than just saying the more louder you shout, the less you're going to be listening, and the more advantages the people's hoping that you're going to be shouting at each other gets. If that makes any sense. And that's as political as it gets. But anyways, back to the thing about Amazon burning. If you guys don't know about it, I don't know where you've been. But again, it's not much coverage on it. It really pisses me off if that happens. And things like that do piss me off when people dumb shit like that. Like, you know, the goldfish swim thing. Fucking absolutely stupid and moronic, idiotic ignorance. And I fucking hate that. And I'm sorry I'm cussing. It's really gonna kill the channel's rating, but whatever. It just ticks me off. You know? The Chubby Guppy, why do you say that? But sad to say, bullying is rampant in the fish community. You know, I think it's rampant in any community, especially when people want to be know-it-alls and when no one wants to hear or they don't think they're being heard, they'll just say anything just to get, you know, the attention that they need. It's so stupid. Chung, did you bring enough for the class? No, I did not. Sorry, past the dirt road. We are all beyond old enough to know to bring your own damn beer. James, 125 gallon go. It's going good. The next phase is to clean it up, but I need to go to my friend's house and borrow his dry vac, or what is it called? Dry vac? Shop vac. He has a huge one, but I have to go and get it. The 125 gallon, I'm trying to figure out how to plumb it and try to understand the fittings and stuff. I know you get a bulkhead fitting, 1 inch is more than enough, but on the output, I notice a lot of the output nozzles are either 3/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch. I'm like, well, where are the 1 inches? Or is the bulk fitting inside 3/4 of an inch, right? Or do I have to actually get a fitting and do it? I don't know if any of you guys have a sump and your outflow has a nozzle or whatever, and you attach a nozzle out to, you know, where it's coming out of the drilled hole, where the bulkhead is. Let me know, because do you get a 3/4 fitting, or 1/2 fitting, or whatever? That part is I'm a little worried about. Now I know when it goes down, I'm trying to figure out what to do for overflow. Either drill the bottom of the tank, which would be kind of cool, but then I don't really have overflow box covering all that stuff. You'll see the pipes, or get an overflow box. Which, let me show my browser here, and close that up. Oh, look at that. That's Corey's face. All right, let's see here. Now, what I was looking at, and hopefully you're not seeing any of my purchases, because then you're going to, if you have kids watching the screen, you better turn their face away. That's a joke, by the way, guys. So there's this. This is for $54. This is 1200 GPH overflow box, which looks good. But the problem is the way you drill it in. It's like just 2 holes, right? I guess it's because that's why it's 1200 GPH, right? Which is kind of cool, but I'm looking more than this, which is double the cost, unfortunately. Which is, where is it? Ah, there it is. The Eclipse box right here. First of all, it looks nice, right? It comes in the one. It goes through one hole, has an emergency overflow if you put the pipe in, and then yeah, that's how it works. But what happens if that hole right here gets clogged? right, then my tank's going to overflow, right? But I don't know. That's a 1-inch fitting right there, so I don't know how that's going to get clogged unless I stick a sock in it or something, right? But you know how it's going to get through the overflow on the other side, right here, right? So this is sweet. It's $109, so it's double the price of the other one. But this is just such a sweet setup, and it's so easy to install, right? So that's easy. It's going to go down to the sump. On the sump, I'm thinking I was going to go with socks, but then I saw how hard, I think it was Rob looking at the sock and showing the sock. It's all dirty. I'm like, that's a pain in the butt. Maybe it'll just go through regular mechanical filters, right? Gonna go through either probably lava rocks, and I'll maybe have a couple of bricks of those new media things, with the spores and everything, and then go out of the pump. Really easy. I might do a refugium in it too, just to grow more plants and stuff, but that requires more lighting and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that part. But first, I have to clean up the tank. I gotta clean it all out, wash it out, and then fix all the scratches and stuff. So that's where I am with the 125. I have 2 other projects that I'm gonna start this weekend to film. They're both 4-gallon tank. One's gonna be my betta tank, and that's going to be dry started. And the other one is going to be a mini Ui Gumi tank. That's going to be dry started. One's going to be HC dry started with a flood lamp because I want to see how well that does. And the other one, the betta one is basically it still has a carpet, dwarf hair grass, and I'm going to make a little tree and use as leaves Java moss, not Java fir, Java moss. And that's going to run a clip-on, a Phoenix clip-on light. So we'll see how well that goes. So let's see that one. Why are you looking at that? So yeah, that's what's up with my tanks currently. And for the sump, I think I'm going to take that 40-gallon I have there that I'm not using. It's just running for the filter. And just use that as a sump. So I'll have to see. I'm still trying to figure things out. So maybe I'll make a video and see if you guys would be interested in talking about it and see where I should go. You'll be fish tank boy. You'll be there on Sunday. I might dodge, but on Sunday. Oh, for what? Aquashella? Are you guys talking about something else? You bet I would know. I have a separate aquarium just the plants, not to see what dies. Your banana plants don't do well. That's kind of weird. Check your water parameters. Especially your hardness. Banana plants should do well. It's not hard to keep. So if you're having trouble with it, there's something wrong. Most likely, check your water hardness, maybe. All right, Robert Jones, check you out later, man. Oh man, I asked you this question. You already took off. Beam the pal. I've learned a lot from your videos. Thanks a lot. No problem, man. Glad to help. NYCJT64, but kids don't have no real social skills. Well, they're always behind the damn tablet, behind the damn computer. You gotta get out more and just talk. Be more face-to-face social, you know what I mean? Cheers for Fears. Oh, I missed for Tears for Fears. Tears for Fears, really love that band. Sleeper Aquatics, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Agreed, Roberto. Totally agreed. Fishman, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. James Joseph, how are you doing, buddy? Just paying me back for visiting your stream? Is that what it is? Hey, Chung, what's a rotella that will give warm colors with high light without CO2? You shouldn't be running highlights without CO2. That's gonna be tough. You're gonna get a lot of algae. I don't know what you consider highlight. Medium rotellas, but I think they're gonna need CO2. Regular rotellas will turn orange, yellow if it gets too close to the light. Any varieties of red rotella will work, but then again, you might have to use CO2. Yeah, your highlights without CO2 might cause you some problems. I don't know how well you're dealing with it right now. So, Ew. You just bought Thrive root tabs and killed 2 your mollies? Mollies? Really? I'm surprised about that. I'm not sure what's in the root tabs, so I don't use Thrive, so I'm not sure. Michael Davis, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Valinsky's Tank, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Glad to see you here on board. Yeah. So, anyone else got any thoughts about the Amazon burning? I know, Joseph, you're still in here. I know you had tons of thoughts. I believe I not. Yeah, check out Joseph's live stream on the Amazonia. If the link's at the bleh, that's not what I want to do. The link's at the video description, but I'll go ahead and paste it right here so you guys can see it later on. Don't go now, because then YouTube will punish me for sending people away from my video. It's so weird. How you doing, Susan? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, awesome. Now, I can't wait for Aquashella. I am totally, like, really hyped on that. Again, if you guys not sure about going or on the fence, go, damn it. You guys gotta have so much fun. If not just for the fish show, but there's tons of YouTubers there. They're really cool people. They're really warm inviting. And it's just fun. We have a lot of fun. It's not just fun during the show. I mean, when we go out, we go do things. It's fun, and you always, you guys are always invited. Even if you're not a YouTuber, we all get together and we do stuff, and we try this thing. I mean, everyone has our little cliques. Corey has his cliques and stuff like that. So I mean, it's so much fun. Definitely, you got to go out. Check it out if you're a YouTuber, especially if you're a small YouTuber. Come and talk to the bigger YouTubers. There's a lot of insights you can gain. Come talk to me if you want. Talk about how to do about YouTube channels, advice about filming and stuff. I'm all about that. I love talking about that. If you don't believe me, ask Multi-Tank Addiction, or who else is in here? That SC Fish Comedian. I don't know. I mean, last Aquashella, SC Fish Keeping, Matt's Monster Fish, MTA, Rack, River Life. We sat here and we talked about filmmaking and stuff like that. Had such tons of fun just talking about that. Brutale Corralada, that's good. It's good advice there for from CMPI 82. Cheapest way to stock a 170 platinum tank stocking as fish. Find a good fish breeder that sells for cheap. I don't know how else is the cheapest way to do it. Sometimes I make deals with fish store if I got to get a lot of stuff, or like make deals with some friends. Like if I needed lots of shrimp, I'll ask, hey, Rob, can you make me a deal on this or whatever, or can we do something together? That's usually how I do it. But normally, I guess you just talk to them. If you're gonna order in bulk, usually it's cheaper that way. What's up, Bordia? How are you doing? Glad to see you on board. Hey, the invisible guy. How are you doing? I can't see you. Where are you? I don't know where you're at. Can't see your chat, buddy. If I made a live stream, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, Susan, SL Aquatics, Amazon burning will affect the life of all of us. And it's affecting families there as I type. Totally agree. I don't know what we can do about it, though. That's the most frustrating thing when you see something like this. I mean, here's the thing. As fish keepers, I know at least in the world of Planet Tanks, there's an insight that you learn about how things work in a little small tank and how those little small tanks reflect on how it works in nature, because we have to replicate nature in a small little environment. And we know when things go wrong, it could go wrong. And if you do it long enough, you start figuring out, look, if things go wrong in this little itty bitty setting that I'm making, and you take that and scale that up in what's happening in the world, we're in deep shit. And that's usually how I try to explain it to people. I go, look, maybe you don't believe in global warming, and I'm not entirely sure it's that, it's that bad that, everyone's trying to claim it is, but I believe it is. Not as bad, but it is there. It's a problem that we have to fix, right? It's not a time to say who did what, where, what. It just fix the fucking problem. You know, that's the Asian thing out of me, from me. You know, there's this Asian community that says, "Hey, if you want to get things done, you elect the Asian president into the office, because we don't give a shit. We just want things done. We just want things fixed." You know, and it's just funny. That's kind of the way I am. I'm like, why are you arguing about it? Let's just fix the problem. Right, let's come up with the conclusion, figure out how we can do it, and fucking fix the problem. Stop yelling at each other. There's no point. It doesn't work. You know, this, that. You just like, shut up and let's get to work. You know, that's just the way I am. It just annoys me when there's just too much blah, blah, blah. I just walk away. And I've done it in meetings before. I sit there and their managers are arguing with each other. I'll just get up and walk away. And they're like, where are you going? I'm like, well, let me know when you guys decided you actually want to figure out problems instead of just shouting at each other. But I'm in a position where I can do things like that. It's just easier that way. I don't know. It's just like, shut up. Just get things done. And it's just weird. Why would you let the Amazon burn down when the people who are supposed to be making money off of it isn't going to really benefit from it being completely burned down or the way it's being burned down, right? If you want to sell wood to someone, you can't have it burned down, right? Maybe you need the land, but it's just stupid. I just can't stand that president, the Brazilian president. He's a fucking moron. Oh God, I'm discussing so much on this live stream. I know I should be doing it. My apologies, but when things get me pissed off, it gets me pissed off. Susan, Thrive root tab has a lot of nitrogen in it, and many are not told to do a 20% water change before using root tabs. Oh, I did not know that. So maybe that's what happened there. Oh, you mean plants? Go to, I don't know where you're at, being Nepal. Go to a local fish club if you have them where you're at. I'm not sure if you're in India or not. I'm guessing. I'm assuming from your name. But go to, for here in America, my fish club, I go to meet there. Tons of plants that people are auctioning off, right? For like a fraction of the price you would buy at a fish store. And there's tons of it, especially in my club. Tons of plants that you could buy and fish for really cheap, right? That is the easiest and cheapest way to stock a tank. Other way is to trade or buy from other Planet Aquarius, right? For example, I don't know if Ryan's in the chat right now, but every time he does a trimming on his Rotala tank, he has tons that he sells for very cheap, and people gobble that stuff up right away. So you know you gotta kind of look at that too. Look on Facebook on those buy sell trade groups. That's a good place to look. You know, buy from other aquariums. Other than that, you're gonna have to turn to your local fish store. Or if you have a wholesaler account or whatever, you can always go that way too. But that's a little harder to do. The plants grow well, but they don't grow tall. Dwarf Aquarius, Agnacrius. The Amazon's growing well. I dosed florist, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, Eco-Complete, and root tab. But they don't grow tall. Dwarf Aquarium, lilies, jungle val, Anacreus. What kind of lighting are you using? Let me know. Buy 2 mollies, they will breed like rabbits. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't like light bearers. Bro, I'm everywhere. I'm just unseen. Oh, nice. Behind me? You behind me? Watch me when I'm naked? That's creepy. Tell me about electric blue cichlid. They're awesome. I love electric blue cichlids. That's the only thing I can think about. Pristine water, right? Because they don't do well if you're lacking on your water changes or your water parameters. So you need to keep it crystal clean. The gorgeous fish, though. I love them. Watching from Dubai. Nice. I wish one day I will check out Dubai. One day. But that place just looks incredible. You know, for an American, I guess. It's just so rich and I want to stay in that huge hotel. That tall ass, really like. I just don't have the money for that shit. So I will be after the Amazon bird. You will be what? I missed something. I missed something. I missed it. Sorry, guys. At Helena, I got my first canister filter. Okay, what media can I use? I saw some at local fixture, but it's gotta be replaced every 6 months. Not entirely sure why it needs to be replaced every 6 months or what you're looking at. It might be mechanical filter. Mechanical filter stuff. So for your canister filter, all right, you want to use for mechanical filtration. You want foam, sponges, whatever, right? That the water goes through that first. Then it goes to your biomedia. This could be ceramic rocks, lava rocks. You can get that really cheap at any home improvement store, right? Put it in a bag, a mesh bag, and then there's your biomedia. And then if you want charcoal, maybe you're looking at charcoal, all right, that you need to switch out. I never use charcoal. I never use any chemical filtrations, only mechanical, which is sponge and stuff, and the bio, which is like the lava rocks or ceramic rocks or whatever, right? The only time I use chemical, which is like charcoal, is that when there's something wrong with my water, like I need to clear it up or something, unnaturally I need to clear it up, like it got brown or it got a algae bloom, a green water bloom or something, then I would use charcoal or whatever. But then I would just use it for like a few weeks and then I would throw it out. Okay? But for canister media, you don't need to change it every 6 months unless you're talking about charcoal or something like that. Okay, your biomedia, which would be your ceramics or your lava rocks or whatever you decide to use, could be used indefinitely, right? You have to keep the filter going though, because once you shut off the filter, it's an hour or two before your beneficial bacteria will die. Okay, your filtration, your biomedia is what keeps that beneficial bacteria alive. Okay, and your sponges is what filters out any big particles or whatever. You have to rinse that out every month. And usually if it's sponges or whatever, all you have to do is take it out and rinse it. Okay? But you do not rinse the biomedia. Never rinse the biomedia. You might want to just switch it in a bucket of the tank water that you're changing. But that's about it. Don't rough it up. Okay? Because if you do, you're going to lose all that beneficial bacteria. And then you got to recycle your tank. And, of course, might kill all your fish. MTA, what's up, my brother? Hope you're framing up, my friend. Inside joke. Inside joke. When we were at Aquashella, I had to keep reminding him to frame up on his cameras when he was shooting his interviews and stuff. I'm like, frame up, dude. What are you doing? Frame up. So, yeah, it's amazing, D, how it took so long for people to hear about it. And when I saw it, I'm like, what? This has been going for how long? Why are we just hearing about it now? Right? It's just, it's so insane. It's such a big deal. And I think it's a big deal that it does matter and that we need to know this stuff and try to get things changed and fixed, working. What? Oh, you know what? One thing that really, I'm gonna switch this. I was posting a meme. I shared a meme on Facebook, which I thought was incredible. Right? And it was this meme right here. Right here. This girl right here. She's nominated for Nobel Peace Award. She's adults keep saying we owe it to the young people to give them hope. But I don't want your hope. I don't want you to be hopeful. I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day. And then I want you to act. That's such an inspiring meme right there. People always arguing, doing stuff, saying this or that. He said, she said. When you just shut up and just fix the freaking problem. Oh, I believe that too. There's just so much going on in that Amazon, in that forest. She's incredible. Stuff that you're going to discover and stuff. It's just a greedy man. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. God, but I don't want to get into that. Right? You see my, kind of liberal side coming up. I'm not really a liberal, just to let you guys know. But I do have that side in me. It's weird. I'm kind of in the middle of the road kind of thing. But. Well, thank you, MTA. Now, that is true, guys. Hit that like button. He is absolutely right. I never looked at it that way. But you only get one like. So use it. Your like counts. Whatever. You're from Texas, but I understand why you say India. Do you know any Nepali people? No, I actually don't. Are you Nepali? That's really cool. Now I do, right? Dude, Corey Fishman, he's awesome. The stuff he comes up with is just incredible stuff. Yeah, it is. It's very fun creating a tank and just planning in it. It's fun. That's what's like that's what hooks me up to plan tanks. It's just the planning part, coming out with the aquascape and stuff. So, hey, you know what? That's the other thing I saw recently. I don't know where I saw it from, but that's got to be the weirdest thing. Is it real? Unfortunately, Joseph, I think it is. Who wouldn't? I mean, come on. Glowfish already makes tons of money, even though freaking hate that, right? And now they're doing it with betas. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. Just gonna keep calm. Cause me being mad just ain't gonna do nothing. So yeah, it's just dumb. Big C did beta says it's real. Hey, how you doing, Amber? How you doing? Amber's in the house. Big C did betas. Plant plus 27, 24/7 tank is 2 feet tall. Java moss. Or war Amazon swords. All going fine. Also have well 24/7 should be fine. 2 feet tall. You might. Well, with the stuff you're growing, you shouldn't need that much light. I also have some crypts just added. Don't know why they'll grow. Don't know how they'll grow, but you should. It's okay. You have low lighted plants and stuff. On a tank that's 2 feet tall, I would always suggest doing 2 strips of planted plus 24/7. Cause you got so much area to cover. One strips won't do it. I think you said it was a 75 gallon. Is that what you said? Something like that. But that's pretty deep. But that shouldn't be your problem. Why it wasn't going tall? I just don't think it's going fast. And maybe it's not a problem. They're just growing slower than you want it to. It's what it sounds like. You gotta remember, plants grow at different rates depending on what they are. So your Amazon swords are doing good because it's getting good lighting, probably have good ferts. But your other stuff that isn't growing tall is probably doing fine. They're just growing slower than the Amazon sword, which is kind of weird. Amazon swords usually grow slow. Well, from what people tell me, my Amazon swords always grow pretty fast. But then I'm blasting it with light and CO2. So I'm just like, you're going to grow, mofo. You're going to grow. You're going to grow. So I do rush it a lot. But inject CO2, put in another strip of planet 24/7, and you're going to have a huge, like, high-tech tank growing low-lighted plants. So when you do that, it's going to, most of the plants that you're naming there is going to go pretty quick. So I think it's just the slowness of the growing tank. I think they are growing, just going really slow. That's what I think. Other than that, what is your substrate again? I forgot. Are you dosing your water column? That could be another problem too. If they don't get nutrients, they're not going to be able to grow. How important is the background? Dean says they need something to back up to. Are you talking to me? Oh, you're talking about Excel. I don't know about that. If you're talking about the cichlid, electric blue cichlid. I don't think background would matter much to them, but they will look really good on a black background. Stephanie, would you consider snails to be pests and fish? It depends on how you think of it. Some, couple, no big deal. 1 billion of them, yeah. Completely. It's all, you know, in the concept. It's like those, what do you call it? Oh, I forgot it. I forgot the name of that show. Doctor Who. Those Doctor Who memes. Which is very funny, if I could find that one. Did I run Doctor Who memes? It depends on your context, really. Is it too much or too little? See if I can find any. I don't know if I can find. I keep seeing them that pop up my feed, but when I need to look for them, they're gone. It's funny. It's just like she's asking Doctor Who. It's 4 followers, a lot. And you see him say, it depends on how you see it. Instagram, no. In a dark alley, yes. It's that kind of thing. So if you like snails, you don't mind snails. It should, it won't matter to you. For me, I don't mind if it's just a few. But if it's a billion, there's a huge outgrowth. Yeah, it's a problem for me, and I would try to get rid of them with the snail trap. Easy to make. Joseph, what's that? What's no? The Amazon burns global warming. Yeah, if all the Amazon burns, we're in big deep shit. And it's not just because we're losing oxygen makers. It's just that big of a fire. It's just gonna ooh. You're excited that Corey's going to Peru and collecting. Isn't he always doing that? Are you going with them, Joseph? Are you going with Corey again to Peru? Or are we talking about a different Corey? You said biomedia? Yeah, you don't have to. No, you don't want to switch your biomedia out every 6 months. You don't want to switch them out at all. You're going to kill the beneficial bacteria that's living on it. And then it's going to totally lopside your tank and kill everything in it. Well, most likely. Respect for worldwide for the plant tank crew. For sure, Invisible Guy, for sure. Sounds like you're leaving. If you are, have a good one, buddy. Yeah, it's not burning, it's being burned. It's the same difference to me. It's a lot being burned. Is that what they're saying? This that it's being burned by on purpose, right, Joseph? That's what they're saying, right? It's just a lot. Just seems like a lot to me, anyways. But even still, I just don't like that. I'm not into that. So why burn the Amazon? One thing I love in the world that I really want to visit one day is the Amazon. Don't burn it down before I could freaking visit it. Dicks. That's what he's planning his fish. Ooh, nice. Can't wait to see his new Fishman. See, where are we? Glowfish piranha? I don't know how that works. Yo, I'm watching in my phone during the water cleans. Nice. Something already beautiful. Yeah, well, what else is new? It's amazing, right? We can create wondrous things, yet we decide to just destroy everything instead. All right, Susan. Take care. Love ya. You're using a 1200 watt pot light? For what? For that tank? No, that's someone else, isn't it? Been set up for 2 or 3 months now. Did you check your water hardness? And what temperature is it at? This is for Sean. Crypts going slow? I don't know why your crypts are going slow, dude. Fail. Fail, MTA. Fail. You're a loser, just like me. It's okay, though. We're part of the loser club. Loser club. Loser club unite. We badasses. And we learn to frame up, buddy. Lack absorbs a considerable amount of light. Yes, it does. And yes, it will. Electrics will look good on a black background. I use blue in some of my tank backgrounds. Blue's good too. It's a nice neutral color. But bro, thanks for my live chat. Thanks for taking my innocence. Okay. I guess that works. I'm the taker of innocence. I have to add that to my title when they read it off when I'm taking my throne, I guess. Taker of innocence. Does it? I only watched a few episodes of Doctor Who. But it kept changing up, but it kind of bugged me a little. Alright, Roberto, have a good one, buddy. Yeah, I let algae grow on... Because I let algae grow on my back glass because all my plants cover it up anyways. And my like my autos or whatever will need to eat it, so... Robert Jordan, how dare you? Whale Dookie. That sounds funny, Whale Dookie. Well, that's true too. Whale Dookie. But why is it Whale Dookie? Really? I gotta look that up now. Quote your sources, buddy. Vernid guy is right. Most biomedias last forever. No need to replace it. Just rinse and agitate the tank water to keep the bacteria healthy. Just rinse in and agitate in tank water. Okay. So this is what I do is when I clean up my when I clean my filter, I usually at the middle of doing a water change. When I'm changing the water in the bucket and I put it in the bucket, I keep that in there. And then when I clean out the filter, I take out the biometer that's usually in a mesh bag. I just kind of swish it in that water just to move out any of the detritus or anything that might be in it, and then just take it back out and it's clean enough. You don't want to wash the crap out of it. You're gonna kill the bacteria. So that's just all you have to do. You don't want to do it. You don't want to rinse it in clean water or no tap water. That'll kill the beneficial bacteria too. So you just gotta be a little careful and just kind of wash it around in tank water and you'll be good. Old wood produces less oxygen than younger trees from what I've read. I don't know. I'm not a treeologist or whatever. You know, I just know they produce oxygen. Just like the plants in my tank. Where are we? Roberto, first nitrogen, phosphorus. Okay, I complete root tab. Okay, right, root tabs. Okay, all right. I don't have the budget for a new CO2. Okay, so you don't have CO2. Yeah, I'll quit ignite. I can put on the tank. Do that. See if that helps. Starting to breed celestial perennial Daniels. Oh, nice. That's gonna be nice. I love celestial perennial Daniels. They're so pretty. Yeah, try putting them in the lineup. But if you're getting algae or too much algae, then you have to take it out because you're not using CO2, right? So yeah, I know that's gonna be the. If this is the case, most likely don't put the light on it. Most likely it's just growing slow. So, I mean, unless you want to push it, then you go ahead and put extra light on it, and you have to put in CO2. Otherwise, you're just going to grow algae. Okay? So, just be patient. That's the only thing I could say. If you're, the only other thing is that you must keep your temperature at a not so warm. That will stunt growth. Alright? So, around, like, I guess, 76 or whatever, that you 76, 78 is good for plants. Alright? And tropical fish. So, stick it at that range. Okay, and then check your water hardness. Make sure it's not too hard. If it's too hard, it's not going to grow. Things are not going to grow at all. Sean says 78 to 80 degrees. That should be alright. That might be a little warm. Might want to move it down to 76 or 78. But I'm assuming that you are trying to breed celestial Daniel pearls at that temperature. Alright, take care, Roberto. Sean, yeah, so just... It might be the temperature. That might be a little warm for your plants. It will stunt growth. It won't stunt growth. It just grows slow. And the warmer it is it doesn't trigger feeding of nutrients to the roots. If that makes any sense. I have to go over that one day in a video about how that works. The breeding should get you more money. For sure. If you can breed those celestial pearl Daniels, they sell. People love that. Now you have to think about it. You have questions. Got a Nubia, Java Fern, and a little Wisteria going good, but killed a couple of floating plants. Thoughts. Floating plant? Which floating plants did it kill? That is so weird. Not sure what he meant by that. I think he's answering someone else's question. For my 29 gallon Java Ferns flaming did quit when the valve source out a couple of different sources including flame rated frog pit for the 121. Jeez. Are you getting any algae blooms at all? That's crazy. 29 gallon, you're at 12. No, I don't go by watts, but that's a lot of watts. All right? Just in general, that's a lot of watts. So, I'm just wondering how that's working. According to Thought says safe doesn't detox heavy metals, but that's important just for information. Hey Pennywise, welcome to chat. Do you want tickets? So I want tickets for what? Ready guys to give Oh, let me show Robert Jordan's chat. Looks like YouTube kind of hidden his comment. He said whale shit produces O2. It's funny. Alright, no breeding. No, breeding's a different tank. I need the warm temperature for my betta. Oh, but there's only that warm of temperature. They do fine in 76. As far as I know. Alright, betta breeders that are currently in the chat. Is that correct? 76 is okay for bettas? Bro, I even killed duckweed in some red root. I don't know. Just don't do any more floaters, dude. If you're killing duckweed, I don't know what else to say. There's no way. I don't know anyone that kills duckweed. You're like, that's a gift, bro. Alright, that's a freaking gift. If you kill duckweed, that's like Jedi mind trick shit there. So, congratulations, bro. How to keep shrimp safe in the barbs? I don't know. I'm not too. I don't keep barbs much, so I don't know how they interact with shrimp. So if someone in the chat could answer that question, VJ is asking how to keep shrimp safe in a barb tank, planted tank. I don't know if barbs even go after shrimp. I know some fish do, but I don't know that barbs do. Well, nice. Nice. I just wonder what kind of setup. That's an interesting setup. Take a picture or something. Show me. Try frogman. Try frogman then. Oh, bro. You have that gift. That magic touch with floaters. Throw them in there and they die. That's what you need to be hired for. You know, you go over someone's house who's having a duckweed problem. Touch the top of the water and then it goes... You got that magical sparkling all over the water and everything. It kills all the floating plants. That's... You can make some buku bucks doing that. CP, I need a light for my 40B. Plan to dose CO2 high tech. Any suggestions? On my 40B, I got 2 Fluval Planet Plus 2.0s, but I get it's 3.0s, right? So I would suggest that for really high tech. I mean, those lights are freaking super bright, especially 2 strips on a 40B, and I was going... I mean, if you watch that video, you saw what happened. These exploded. The Dwarf Sad situation, it was... Dwarf Sad's not supposed to grow that tall, but people saw it. You saw it on the video. People see it on the video. I'm like, look. They're like, it doesn't grow that tall. I go, bitch, look at my video. Right? I go, I grew that tall. You know why? Because I fed it O2, CO2. I gave it high lighting. It's growing in soil. So that's what causes plants to explode. You know, you give them that kind of environment, they're just going to go bah, 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 and eat everything up. It's crazy. Yeah, I guess it depends on what kind. What shrimp or what kind of barbs? So I mean, what kind of barbs? So anyways, yeah, thank you for joining me in this chat today, guys. Really having fun. I am going to go eat. Alright, looks like everyone chitty chatting, having fun. I'm glad you guys are. But I definitely, more videos coming soon if I get off my butt, stop being lazy, and do them. Because there's like 3 or 4 videos right now that I need to do that's kind of in the I need to film it and then get it to edit. But I've been lazy. Can't help it, guys. It's a lot of work. You know, I gotta work and then come home, make video for you guys, cook for the cat, you know. It's a pain in the butt. But anyways, yeah, more videos coming soon. Lots of more updates on the 120 when I get my butt into doing it and filming it. Right? And definitely those 2 nano tanks are coming up. Gonna hit that dry start method, so I'm gonna be doing those and filming it this weekend too. So look forward to that. And again, one more time, go check out my girl's bullying video. And then if you like, you know, rock and roll and want to see her on a journey about becoming a better rock and roller, hit that subscribe button on her channel as well. Okay. Again, the link to her channel and Joseph's video on the Amazon burning live stream is at the description of the video below. So I'm gonna pull up the last stream of questions here or chat, and See what we have here. I'll try lowering my tank temperature. Okay, go for it. I'm going to try to have it for less than 2 years. I'm not quite 17, so I'm definitely lowering. It's okay. Try lowering it. It's not going to really kill anything. It's not going to kill your beta either. Beta is fine at 76, as far as I know. So that might fix your problem. Oh, you're not a fan of the dead spots? Oh, got it. Not sure. Use floodlights. I've been using that a lot lately. They work. I just wish there was more red spectrum for them. You could eat when you die. I mean, you could sleep when you die, or you sleep and eat when you die. I don't know. Guys, I love you guys. Tons of love. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.